Well, 2 months ago, we told you about a Schenectady church that was facing foreclosure. It should be a tax-exempt property, and the city told us it would not be foreclosed. But city government sold its liens to an outside agency that is following through with the orders. Matt Markham asked how this could happen, and if any of the nonprofits have a chance now of staying open.
The doors are already locked at the Schenectady Hindu Temple. The New Creation in Christ ministry is praying its doors are not the next.
We have tried very hard to maintain a good relationship with the community by meeting certain needs, and it's going to be very hard.
In 2006, the city asked all nonprofits to file each year to remain tax-exempt properties. New Creation in Christ says it did. Schenectady says it did not. From there, unpaid tax liens were sold to an outside agency, the American Tax Funding Services. They have notified this church that the foreclosure process will begin in 2 weeks.
Can the city buy these liens back?
That is one of the options that is possible.
How likely is that to happen?
At the moment, I'm not sure. There are ongoing negotiations between the city and ATF.
That would cost the city upwards of $250,000. That money is not in the budget. City Councilman Vince Riggi will be meeting with this church's pastor and others to find a solution.
It's quite a mess. There's no getting around it. It is a mess.
What can the city council do?
We may be able to retroactively reinstate the not-for-profit status. That's where the problem started.
ATF has the legal right to seize this property.
Can you give them any kind of certainty that they won't have to worry about that?
Right now, I can't. It's my hope that by the middle or the end of next week that I will be able to.
A fast deadline approaching for New Creation in Christ, looking at its own problems while looking ahead for charitable work it hopes to do.
We try to help some of these parents have some sort of a clothing and a winter coat for the kids, and with the door closed, God knows what's going to happen.
In Schenectady, Matt Markham, CBS 6 News.
And Matt tells us that he reached out to ATF, and representatives from the agency told him that ATF asked the city several times to verify that all the liens were valid and that the city said they were. ATF told us it never wanted to foreclose on the nonprofits and asked the city several times to repurchase the liens at steep discounts. But the city refused and left ATF, they say, with no other choice.